What if right now I'm standing here? What if I gave up that time? You know, what if I gave up? What if I stopped? And this is the reason what keeps pushing me forward. It's like, I don't want to, after 10 years, I sit by myself and think, why did I give up? You know, that's why I will never give up, because I want to get wherever I can. I want to reach the stars, bro. Why is it it's not illegal.
Yeah.
It's not
impossible.
impossible. I want to get the goal that I want to hold in my hand. You know, I want to get the belt. I want to be champion. I want to be world champion. So there's nothing bad about it, but it's bad if I give up. Then I'm gonna believe me. The biggest pain is regretting something.
Welcome back to another episode of High Value Discussions. In this episode, we are honored to sit down with the elite of the elite. This man was born for combat. He is sharpened by two of the most elite training camps in the world, American Kickboxing Academy and the Nurmagomedov MMA School. But he represents more than just combat sports. He represents faith, he represents commitment, and he represents the new era of MMA fighters. He's preparing for his next battle on July 4th in Saudi Arabia, where he'll compete under the banner of PFL. In this episode, we step into his mind to talk sacrifice, discipline, legacy, and what it truly takes to walk the warrior's path. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mohammad Alaqraa. When you were traveling around the world, you were obviously fighting in different places in the organization. They were treating you very, very well. And then, you know, fighters, it's great to be in the realm of, like, obviously in the Dagestan room, training with the Russians, etc. But I feel like what I saw from afar is you were able to enter doors that you probably didn't expect to happen so fast. I feel like sponsorships came at you because of your work ethic, your vision, your drive, and just you as a person, bro. I feel like people gravitate you towards so easily, not just because of your personality, but your work ethic, your whole mindset. Like, you motivate people, you inspire people, and that's why people wanted to get attached to you. And it's funny, fighters focus on fighting, but fighters also need to prioritize in becoming assets. And I feel like you have become that also.
Yes.
Have you recognized that?
Yes. Especially after signing with PFL and winning, getting to the final. It's this helped me getting more sponsorships and more opportunities, because as a fighter, MMA can get you really great opportunities, but you gotta take it. If you don't take these opportunities, you're gonna lose big benefits from this game, you know. I got opportunity right now. My sponsors for next fight are, the first one is named Jibla, which is a cafe in Kuwait. Great beans, great coffee beans. I know you love that. The second one is Nutries, which is a meal prep company. Third is Mohammad Marzouk. He's my nutritionist. But this guy, I'm gonna tell you a great story about him, but later. The fourth is AKA, and the fifth is Nurmagomedov Gym. Brother, when you have this team with you, brother, you can do anything you want, you know? Is because I do believe in having family. Like, I do believe when you see a vision, you want to be a champion or whatever. You want to open business, you want to whatever. You gotta have really good environment, good team around you, surrounding you, to get you where you want to get, you know?
Yeah.
To help you to get there, to reach there faster.
Why do you think fighters, we watch athletes, right? We watch documentaries on athletes. We watch them doing interviews. We watch them on commercials, doing sponsorships, brand deals, etc. Don't you think that some of these athletes should take notes? Don't you think that people should prioritize, like, how do I get my name out there?
True, but also the character can play a big role on that. Also, you gotta understand who's watching you right now. You know, who are your fans? What's your fan base? You know, this is very important. But also, like, for example, me, my fans might be between 10, 8, 7 years old to 45, 50, you know? So for me, my background, my culture, my religion, my country, I want to be in a good picture that's, for example, you, your nephew, your family, you can watch me, my podcast, everything, and you guys could feel good with that, So you gotta have a good picture as an athlete. So actually brands or businesses can take you to their family. I think if you don't have a good character or good image, this could actually break many opportunities that you could have.
Do you think you just have to nearly have it? Because when people do interviews,
Yeah.
they're very dull.
Yeah.
Some athletes, it's like, oh, you don't want to talk to them. You can't do it. Some people, like you and I can do a 5-hour podcast easy. You know what I mean? Just because you have that skill, and you need to have that because media comes.
Every skill can be improved.
For sure. 110%.
So if the athletes who don't have that, they can improve that. Maybe because I went to school, university, so I had the public speaking, this kind of classes. Honestly, I never cared about about public speaking or whatever. But some people, they struggle with that. They struggle in maybe showing their emotions or even being around the cameras. So this is some skill you gotta improve.
It's like going to the gym. It's reps. The more reps you go, the more times you show up, the more you improve, the more you get better.
I know many fighters, especially UFC fighters. Each one of them, they have something on side. I'm not talking about degree. I'm talking about another business.
Yeah.
I know some fighters, UFC fighters, they have coffee shop. They got, I don't know,
real
estate. Real estate. Oh, real estate, bro, real estate.
I'm so curious about that too. Like, have you ever thought about?
Yeah.
Because you're 25, you're so young.
Of course.
But are you thinking about, since you are entering into these doors, you're getting into these brands, these sponsorships, it's almost like your horizons are growing. Your business acumen is growing, and you're almost like, what do I want to do, and what do I want to touch to make sure I can grow it and I can be successful after fighting with this asset?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that?
Of course, brother. Listen, for me, I love making money. Yes. I love
We
making
all
money.
do. We all do.
Yeah. No, the thing is, brother, it's good when you win it. You know what I'm saying? For example, when you invest on something, then you win it. It's nice. It feels good. It's not like you're chasing it. It's just, for example, the properties. When you think about it, like, okay, let me pay 100,000 right now for this property, but in 5 years it's gonna be more expensive. But it's got cheaper. That's bad for you, But if it got more expensive, that's a joy, Fantastic. If you got broke, it's a broke. What can we do, bro?
It's funny because there's like that big statistic where NFL players and NBA players, they have obviously big paychecks. They get their money. They sign very big brand deals, etc. And then they go broke super fast.
But I think I watched. I think you have more knowledge about NBA basketball more than me.
I don't watch sports,
Really?
but I mean, my family does, so I kind of.
I think I watched like maybe a clip or two, like an NBA player they used to, or ex-NBA players. Right now they're homeless, whatever. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Insane. But it's because maybe they're not educated when it comes to financial literacy. Maybe they just weren't taught that, their upbringing, etc. Maybe they came from nothing and they just had so much talent, and they're like, oh my God, I'm getting all this attention, all this money. I've never had this before. I'm just going to go crazy. Yeah. So I feel like sometimes when you've never had it before, you just want to go crazy.
Yes.
So there's like two types of people.
Yes. You see what you talked about? I'm sorry. What's that?
Go, please.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's two types of people. One where they don't come from nothing and they just want to spend it because they've never had it before.
Yes.
And there's also that person as well where they do come from nothing and they're like, wow, I'm going to be the first person in my family to change everything. Yeah. I got to be the first person to change the trajectory here. So I got to be literate here. I got to be mindful with my finances. I got to be mindful of my investing. I got to be mindful of my negotiations. So there's those two types of people.
Yes, 100%. I agree with you. I was just want to say is because I was surrounding with people, let's say, how can I explain it? People who are like high levels, let's say, get paid really well, When I used to be 16, 17, I used to see them, And now when I see them, I can see what happened to them, kinda. I knew many athletes, I wouldn't say fighters because athletes, I remember maybe 2018, 19, they used to have really great money from sports, but they used to spend it in bad way, you know, in the bad way. So after that, they used to have debt and, you know, lack of money, then no money, then actually all the attention they used to have in 2017, 18, and now we 2025, you don't have anymore. You lost everything, my friend, you know. So this is bad. So I do believe whatever you get from fighting or anything, sport, whatever it is, you gotta think about it's like you have this money right now, you gotta use it in a good way. You gotta understand how to make your family's life better, you know, which is very difficult, but you gotta try your hard.
And honestly, you have to build multiple umbrellas because there's going to be multiple storms that happen in life, you know, where it could be a family passing, a disaster that you got to take care of. And you know, who's got to be that person to make sure they're taking care of everything? You know, who's going to be the breadwinner? Who's going to be that guy that's like, oh, I'm going to be the most financial and responsible person here. Yes. Somebody's got to do it, but it's a lot of responsibility, but it's also a very, very freeing thing when you get to take care of everybody, when you're that guy.
But life is interesting. You know, it's really interesting. Like, I'm pretty sure you're now and when you were 2017, you're now a different person. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm not talking about what you have. I'm talking about what you have here.
Yes.
And your mentality, the way what's important in your life right now. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that important in the past, you know, or whatever was important in the past. You're like, how I used to see it important. You know what I'm saying? Life is interesting. It's really interesting. Like, but the amazing part of it is how can you enjoy every chapter of it. Like last year was the best and worst year of my life. I swear, the best and worst. You know?
Well, you know what's
crazy? Listen. I did read that in the past. Like you learn from your loss more than you win. Bro, you know what's wrong? You know. This is bullshit, you know. What do you mean? But unfortunately, that's true. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like I do believe I learned a lot from my last fight. And I think I got much better. I got really stronger. Like I just don't want to feel this again. You know, I don't want to feel this feeling again. I felt it. I know how it feels. I don't want to feel that again.
Think about it. Fighting, you're by yourself. That's what I love about fighting so much. It's your fault. It's your fault when you win. It's your fault when you lose.
Thank you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you. 100%.
Like, when I lost, that's my fault. It wasn't my coach's fault. It wasn't my team's fault. It was like I should have stepped right instead of left, so etc. But it's our fault every time. So when we lose,
you're the only one who feel it. You're the only one who feel it, and no one understands it. To be honest, no one understands. Especially other than me. If I lose in training, I would get pissed the whole week. This is me, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't lose in sparring. I don't lose in training. I don't lose in fight tournaments. I don't lose, you know. Then when the loss come, big thing gotta happen. You know, you cannot be the same person right now. Yeah. You gotta change. You know. I don't know if you change to the best or to the worst, but the change gotta happen because something big actually just came how it happened or occurred in your life.
Yeah. So
this is actually gonna change the way you think, and you're gonna change your perspective of life, kinda, and your perspective to sports.
Yeah.
But also, as you said, I got angry. I didn't get angry of my opponent or my coaches. I got angry of myself. Like, how come I do that mistake? You know, it's me. You know, how would you do that?
Yeah.
You let the belt goes away from you. You're the responsible. You're the person who's responsible of the loss. But also, I'm the guy who's responsible of my future wins. That's gonna happen again. And I do believe that. You know,
you take full ownership. Like every time somebody beat me, I have 2 losses in my professional career. They beat me. It wasn't just because like they were bigger than me, taller than me, etc. No, they were the better man that night. Like. Hopefully, if we were able to rematch in the future, if I was still fighting, I would love that because I would get another opportunity to fight them again and reclaim that loss off my record. But I'm retired now, so I'm not really worried about that realm anymore. But fighters need to take ownership. What bothers me when I watch fights, I see this a lot where UFC and all these other organizations, they'll do in the post-fight interview after the fighting. You know what? I don't want to make any excuses, but it's like, wait. Don't do that. Just say he was the better man. I'm going to go get better. Blessings to him.
Yes.
That's it.
100%. I don't believe in excuses. I don't believe in your wins and your losses or whatever happened to your life. You're the person who's responsible. Don't put the blame on someone else. No, it's your responsibility to make it happen, you know. So my loss, and also I lost, brother, I opened many businesses. I lost many, you know, I lost many, a lot of money. I lost my fight. I lost many things. I lost friends. I lost important people in my life. But the most important question is, what you gonna do after? This is the most important question. You do believe you gotta get better, you gotta improve, but also you gotta correct your mistakes. I mean, I do believe I would be stupid if I do the same mistakes again. I gotta be smart to avoid any mistakes in the future.
Yeah.
And also just believe it, brother.
Yeah.
Just believe it.
Do you remember the moments and the emotion that you were feeling?
Brother, I got insane. I got crazy. I couldn't see anyone. Honestly, I started punching everyone. I started going crazy. I couldn't understand. My mind wasn't expecting. Not expecting, accepting. Actually, accepting the results. You know, but also, if you don't accept it, you're not gonna keep going. Yeah. I wanted to be undefeated my whole life. I wanted to be, and I do believe I can be, or I could have been, but that's something in the past. We cannot change the past, but we can work for the future. And right now, I just have to work harder. Yeah, work harder. Whatever happened, you know, I work harder. Keep going, keep dreaming, because it's struggle, brother. Everyone is struggle. You know, I'm pretty sure when you open this podcast, you struggle as many times. I'm pretty sure 100%.
All the time, brother. All the time.
I'm pretty sure you're still struggling some
sure.
couple of things. 100%.
Brother, there's problems always, and that's what makes me happy. You know what I mean? I like that.
I don't like when the water is calm, you know?
Nah, I need some waves.
Let it hit your face a bit, you know? Smash you.
Because it's boring. It's
so
boring, bro. Like, imagine you're just chilling on a beach.
Can I say
happening.
something, Daniel?
Please.
It might be crazy, okay?
Oh.
But maybe this is my last fight loss since maybe, I mean, MMA I never lost, but also in jiu-jitsu I lost only once in world championship, you know, disqualification, DQ. But I actually lost. I didn't lose, but also I felt this like not boring, but I wanted more. You know, I wanted more. Give me something. Give me something more. You know, I got bored really fast. Give me something more.
Yeah.
But when I lost, brother, the same day I drove home because it happened in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's like 5 hours away from Kuwait, my country. You're talking about like 5 hours, nothing. LA to here, you know, nothing. But as soon as I go home, I couldn't sleep. Normal. You just lost. But the question is, the next day I went to training, practice. But my mind right now opened more knowledge. I want to learn more. I feel the hunger that I used to have in 2017 when I used to be amateur.
Yes.
It came back and more. I feel I have more fire right now. You know, I miss this feeling. I miss it really. And right now I live it. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
That's why every practice right now I go, you would see me actually try to do different things. You know, for example, I'm going with a striker. Oh, he's a striker. Okay, I can take him down, right? I'm not gonna take him down. Let me strike with you. You know, he's a boxer. Okay, let me box with you. You know, when I start putting these challenges on me, I start having fun more, and it's makes you somehow improve even better. You know, or more.
That's the thing too, because you hear that story a lot with athletes. They get bored.
Yeah.
They're like, man, where's my thrill? I need that back. But now since you found it, it's like, okay, now we have to keep that.
I remember one time, yesterday, I was grappling with some guy. And but you were a striker, you were not grappler.
No,
so
no,
so you
striking all
wouldn't
day.
understand that. But, okay, you wouldn't feel it. You wouldn't understand what I'm talking about, you know. So I took him down, then I started like smashing him. It was grappling, you know. So I wasn't punching. I was just giving him like small punches to show him that I can't finish the fight. You gotta move, you know. Show me something. Then I started smashing him, whatever. Then I saw his face. This look is like, what can I do? I want to escape this place. I love this feeling.
Yeah, breaking
Crazy.
somebody.
I love breaking someone.
Yes.
But as soon as when I saw him, I told him like, bro, I've been there before. Then he started smiling. Then I was like, yeah, bro, it's okay. You know, this is the way you improve. You know, you gotta need someone to smash you so you improve. You know?
Yes. Yeah.
And for me, whenever I see someone who's better than me, I want to go with him. You know, let him give me hard time. You know, let him give me hard rounds. This is gonna be better for me.
That was a big blessing at being at AKA because everybody was just better than me. I'm a better man because of that room. You know what I mean? I'm a better man because of the people who molded me and beat my ass all the time. Like, I'm a better man because of that. That's why, bro, what I'm doing at that gym now, like when it comes to the media space, it's like I gotta give back. You know what I mean?
I want to ask you this. I know the interview, but let me interview right now, brother. For real, how did you make this switch? It's crazy.
It's stupid.
Like me, I swear. Like me, if I want to do anything, expect fighting, I cannot. Brother, if I don't go train, if I don't spar every other day, I feel I miss. I want to punch someone. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I feel like I want to punch. You know, even like when I used to be in Kuwait, I used to do that because in Kuwait we don't have that many MMA gyms. So I used to do this. Talk to maybe 5-6 of my friends, make it like small group. We guys gonna train in this gym right now. You know, I used to do that because I didn't have any other choice. So I used to be like, okay, now sparring, let's go. You know, like, let's spar, guys, because I miss it. You know, I feel every person has a way to escape life or to enjoy life. You know,
Because remember the other show that you were on?
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Okay.
By accident, no purpose at all. Like I was like, I told my brother, I was like, you know what? Do you want to start a media company? Do you want to do this? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, what have we always been doing? We capture everything. Every time when I was fighting, you were there to take pictures of me. How about we do it for businesses? How about we do it for athletes? How about we do podcast production for people? Why don't we do everything? Real estate, do everything when it comes to media.
I don't believe in accidents.
I don't either.
I don't believe in accident. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I don't believe in accident. I do believe that actually you started something, and from there you went to somewhere else.
Yeah,
might be complete different, but you started something and you built on it. This is the way I think about it. Like for example, me, maybe I started in judo, but look at me now. I'm in MMA, but I started. This is not an accident.
Yes.
Even the story of me going to MMA might sound accident, but it's not accident. You know, I wanted to go. I wanted to do. So this is your choice. You know.
Like, bro, I remember back in high school, all my contacts were just people who wanted to get drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Now my contacts are a bunch of problem solvers. They're all multimillionaires. I am not supposed to be in rooms or talking to people or going into people's firms just with this show alone. Doesn't make any sense. But it's just from starting, bro. Putting an idea to work. And the best thing about it, it's mine.
I think this is amazing, brother.
It's crazy, man.
Like, when I see my friends, they do job shifts or like normal jobs, 8, 9, 10 hours a day. But I feel bad for them, you know? Because me, I can travel anywhere I know in the world, anytime I want.
Living the dream.
I can do whatever I want anytime, you know? This is amazing, you know? But also, I don't know, happiness is different. Happiness perspective is different.
Yeah.
Some people are happy when they have their own family, their own job. Some people like me, like you, they never get satisfied. You know, never. They always want more. They always want more, and they we are a chaser.
Yes.
We just chase, you know.
Yeah.
Chase the glory. So.
And it's funny because like those levels of different happiness, like that's great. Like those people who get a job as an engineer and they have a beautiful house, a car, a beautiful family, a dog, nice place where they can take care of the family, go travel, etc. And they're happy. Great. You did it. You did your job. You're doing your duty. And just like you said, us, we're chasing, we're climbing always. And I'd rather have it that way. Like me, I will never, ever retire. I think things will settle down as time goes on, but I will never retire. I need to be solving problems all the time. I feel like I'll die.
Do you feel? Yeah, I know what you're
You know what I
talking
mean?
about. You feel difficulty makes you alive.
110%, bro. What with that gym?
Yeah.
Like that gym was difficult. Every day was difficult. There was no easy day, and it got me better all the time. I was like, before the gym, I was a wimp. I was a softie. I wasn't a savage. I wasn't no killer. I wasn't nothing. I was just a guy who wasn't gonna do nothing with his life. That gym made me. So all this stuff, it came from fighting.
This life is amazing.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
Beautiful.
I'm really happy, and blessed, glad. The last 10 years of my life, brother, if you gotta think about it, is like a person who I mean, I don't know, who had nothing, from a country that doesn't even have martial arts, to someone who climbed himself to reach somewhere. And when I used to grow as a fighter, as a person, I used to see all of my friends, they're on the other side, going to their own path, I'm me doing something strange, different, not usual. People won't do that, But then when you see it, when you see grow and see the people around you, as you say, like right now, you're surrounded by people who maybe business owners, maybe millionaires, I don't know, But also me, I got surrounded by people who I'm happy to be around to learn from them,
Yeah.
Especially when I'm around Javier Mendes, He's like a mentor for me, He's like a knowledge. Whenever I sit with him, I learn from him. He introduced me to other guys. I learn from them. It's about learning. I do believe life is about learning. Whatever my perspective of life might be different of yours because of what you've been through in your life might be different than mine.
Yes.
And maybe whatever I see is really great value, you might see it as a zero value because the way I raised or the way I grew up in my life.
That's why the show was built, is to learn. I get to sit with people, bro, who are outliers of the world. People who are doing great things and risk taking, and I get to learn from them. That's probably the best thing of like why I started this. I get to be in rooms that I never thought I'd be in just from this show alone. And I get to reunite with you, a brother of mine, and learn from you still. You know what I mean?
You're 20 from you.
Bro, I'm 30 years old and you're 25, but I'll always learn from you no matter what. I'll be 35. Yes. You'll be 30. Still learn from you.
It's all about learning, brother. I might give you something that actually, maybe I never thought about. Maybe give you one word might change your life, and and the same as you might give me one word that actually put me to other world.
Yes.
It's crazy. We never know. But if you asked me 3 years ago, would you sign with PFL? Would you go to Russia? Would you study engineering? I would never say, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Never, brother. But God has his own plans, and we just follow the plan. Whatever happened.
Yeah. When you were saying that you dealt with that loss and you said businesses was obviously died down, people were dying down, how did that feel? Because that's like the worst part of it. It's like not only did you take a slight hit and a pause within your career, but it's like everybody around you is like, everything's crumbling over there. Everything's crumbling over there. What the heck is going on? Yeah. It's almost like a shock. So how did you deal with that?
Damn, man, it was difficult. It was super difficult to feel it, especially because a couple weeks before my fight, my grandma passed away. So when I went home, the home was already in a mess. You know what I'm saying? So when I went there, it's already many things here already changed. And also, you're talking about a guy. He's the last maybe 10 years been outside of the country, traveling, pursue his dream. Then when he come back, things are different right now. So you gotta actually, figure it out. But also, brother, I do believe you gotta just keep walking. But it might be simple to say it, just keep walking. But I swear,
it works.
The hardest thing is just to make the step. It's so hard, But we're here. Yeah. So that means we passed the last chapter. We're in a new chapter right now,
The last time I saw you, I want to say probably 2-3 years ago, was probably one of the biggest things that you've noticed within yourself that changed a lot?
No, the mentality, bro. Just mentality. Not mentality. When I say mentality, I don't mean mentality, MMA mentality, fighter mentality. I'm talking about mentality as a person. Because as a person, your mentality goes to your family, to your friends, to your sports, business, or jobs, whatever. I think I grew up a lot, you know. Maybe you cannot tell yourself I got more matured, but I think I got more matured, kinda, because right now I see life differently. The way life put me is like I had to travel a lot when I used to be younger. Then I had to come to the US, language barrier here, you know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you do remember when I came here.
I remember, but I was talking to you. I remember
Really?
like you had a,
Yeah.
it was like,
It was broken English.
yeah,
broken
but it was
English,
still
yes.
like doable. Like I
Doable.
was,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
able to
yeah.
like conversate you. We were like,
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
laughing, joking
True,
around,
true,
like
true.
good times. Like it was
Yeah.
never a dull moment with you.
Yeah, but I remember when I came in 2016, 2017, had the language barriers. Like, I cannot explain what I want, you know. I get really hard time with it. But, and also I had to go to school to stay in the US, you know, and then it was crazy. Then I had to go. It's a crazy life.
How did you? That's crazy. A lot of juggling.
Crazy.
You know what I
but
mean?
Yes, the thing you ask yourself is like, what if right now I'm standing here? What if I gave up that time? You know, what if I gave up? What if I stopped?
Jeez.
And this is the reason what keeps pushing me forward. It's like, I don't want to, after 10 years, I sit by myself and think, why did I give up? You know, that's why I will never give up, because I want to get wherever I can. I want to reach the stars, bro. Why is it it's not illegal. It's not
Impossible.
impossible. I want to get the goal that I want to hold in my hand. You know, I want to get the belt. I want to be champion. I want to be world champion. So there's nothing bad about it, but it's bad if I give up. Then I'm gonna believe me. The biggest pain is regretting something. Regression. Believe me.
Do you? I always, I think about fighting every day. Always.
Yeah.
It never leaves your body. Never leaves your mind. You know what I mean? Never.
Do you watch fights all the time?
Not all the time.
I don't watch fights.
I don't watch them all the time anymore. My brother keeps me up to date. He tells me about this fighter, this
Bro,
and that. I'm like, I don't.
there is always that guy of your friends who actually know everything about
Every
martial arts.
detail. It's
Bro,
crazy.
I have a friend of mine. He does martial arts, but it's not like a professional MMA, you know. Bro, he even knows like the birthday of some fighters. He's like, yeah, this fighter went to this gym, then that gym, then he retired in this gym. Or you ask him about like a UFC event number. He'll be like, yeah, this 225, the main card. I'm like, damn, bro.
We prioritize watching us.
True.
You know.
Bro, for me, I only watch maybe my teammates, maybe some fighters in my weight division. I watch them carefully. You know, you gotta study. You don't know who you're gonna fight in the future.
Yes.
You gotta always study.
You gotta study everybody.
You gotta study
in that weight
everyone.
class.
You don't know. Maybe this guy you're gonna fight him in the future. We never know. You know. You always gotta be ready. Maybe he doesn't expect fighting you, but you always gotta be prepared to fight anyone. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm not a student of the game, but I love the game, you know?
Yeah. I don't think necessarily you need to watch it because I feel like people watch it for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
Other people watch it to increase their IQ.
So I do believe some people are talented. They know how to analyze, especially the fighting. Like me, when I watch boxing match or kickbox or even martial arts, I like to see details like where is this fighter's foot at? Where is his hand at? You know? Okay, he's going jab a lot. Okay, why doesn't he do that? Oh, he done it. Damn. Okay. Look at the kick. You know, I like to look at strength, weaknesses of each fighter, and I want to see, because there are many things you could take from any fighter.
You know what my coach would make me do? He would only work with like 5 fighters. His name was Rick Soto. He's an old white guy, old man. He would come to AKA just to watch, but he would take us to his studio and just train me, Ant, John, Chris, Katrina. And what he would make us do, bro, was crazy. say we're sparring together. He would tell me, Daniel, you're your opponent. Mo, you're Daniel. How are you gonna beat you? And I'm like, well, he's like, what's your weakness? And if you were your opponent, how would you attack you? And I'm like, whoa, different. You know what I mean? It's a psychological barrier that we're crossing here where it's like, no, I'm me all the time. I'm moving, ooh, slip, kick, wrestle. It's like, no, now I have to be, we've watched our opponent so much. Now we have to be him. And if I'm visualizing me right in front of me, how do I beat me? What's my weaknesses? Very, very different, right?
Yeah, and whenever you cover some weaknesses, another weakness come up, right? You gotta cover. This is funny story. I actually today I was watching my Monday sparring, and I was watching with my friend Noah. So I was like, okay, I'm like, what do you think about this? Okay. Then I was like, tell me, what do you think first? I want to see his opinion about everything. Then, and I have some people around me. I send them my sparring videos because I want them to tell me actually whatever they see. You know, I want their honesty.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, oh, you're very good job, you did beat him. No. What are my weaknesses here? Tell me. You know, what did I do wrong? Your hand here were a bit low. Your leg here. You should have actually gone for a takedown here or boxed with him a bit here. And then when Noah actually told me everything, and my mind is like, yeah, but also here I have big weakness here. I should actually work on it right now. You know, honestly, you had a great coach. I think great coach. This is amazing.
And it's funny, bro. He was never nice to me.
Yeah,
never. You know, the one thing that he said, probably the whole training camp that was nice, was in the fight. When the first round ended, we sat in the corner. He was like, Daniel, great round. And I looked at him like, huh? Confused. Why? Because there was always critiques.
Yeah.
Never a pat on the back. Never good job. He would hit mitts with me. He's like, Daniel, how did you think you did? I'm like, I think I did pretty good. He was like, that was awful. He's like, look at your feet. Look at your hips. Look at your head. I'm like, and then when we would do sparring, I had a bad day at sparring one time. And I remember I just sat on the ground because I know I did bad. And all he did was this. See you at the house. Go to his house in Palo Alto. And he has a big old TV that we just watched the film. He's like, look at you. Right there. Right there. That. Critiquing everything. To the point where the last fight I had was at Bellator. I didn't care about anybody in the crowd. Nobody. I didn't care about my family being there, my team being there. I cared about what he thought. I remember when I won and I was leaving the cage, I looked back because he was walking behind me and I just looked at him just to peek. And he was like this, stoic, like nothing ever happened. And he's like, act like you've been there before. Act like you've won before. Don't act like you're surprised. You know, act like you've been there before. He's like, I'm not shocked. Why are you? And I'm like, Jesus. Change though. Yeah. Sometimes, bro, change is very necessary. And I've learned I am better when I'm being critiqued.
Ron Kessler, he's my head coach and he's my mentor. He's the one who...
Ron's amazing.
Amazing. I think he's the one who found me, you know, as a professional fighter, you know. Yeah. Because I do remember the day I walked in, he's like, I'm going to make you a champion. He's super cool. But the funny thing is like, they used to Jiu-Jitsu World League, IBJF, they used to come here a lot, just to tournaments, right? So I do remember that. I went to like gi no gi tournaments, and he was there, Ron. So he was actually competing. Yeah. So I was competing, but also I was competing. I won 2 gold. I went to him like, Coach, what do you think? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach. Good job. Okay. Thanks, Coach.
It's good though, bro. Like I feel like coaches do that for a reason.
Yeah,
bro.
Of course. Even like I think the last on Monday or Tuesday, I was hitting mitts with him, and in the past I used to struggle with something, you know, technique. Then today, I mean, on Monday or Tuesday, perfect, brother. Perfect. I was really blessed. You feel it, you know, when you do it correctly, perfect. You feel it.
Yes.
I was like, what do you think? Yeah, you still need more work. No. I'm doing really good, you know. But it's good to have someone like that. You need someone to push you down, so you stand up by yourself.
But some people don't like those critiques.
Brother, martial arts is like, it's like a school. It's like you're going to school. You know, it's like a knowledge. It's knowledge.
Yeah.
You gotta understand. You gotta learn. You gotta study. Many things. For example, the grappling game. I was talking to like my teammates the other day. I was like, brother, if you learn just one thing, this is gonna change your whole game. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna teach you. Then maybe I told them maybe one thing, you know, just small thing, you know, in grappling, for example, or how to control someone. They're like, oh yeah, brother. When you have a question, ask it, so you can answer, because maybe your question gonna bring another question from me, you know.
Yes.
And this is how you learn. You learn. Until now, I feel I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn. Damn, when am I gonna retire, bro?
Do you you know what fighters like they have that number or that age or where they like feel like, oh, when I win a world title, when I make this certain amount of money, I'm gone. Have you ever thought about? I never did. Because fighters
To be
always,
honest, in my mind, in the past I wanted to retire early because I wanted to stay undefeated and with the belt. And now I have one loss, you know. So right now I want
a belt.
I need to the belt right now, you know.
You could though. That's the thing, brother. You're right there.
But I'm gonna take next belt, brother. I don't care, brother. You know, I'm gonna take it. I don't care. I have to take it because I need to live. The belt makes me alive. You know, I need to take it. And when it get taken from you, make you more hunger to take it back. You know, you're a fighter.
Yeah.
You're a fighter. I'm pretty sure you're a fighter, and you brought this fighting or the fighter mindset to this world, to the business world.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever happened to you, you as a fighter, you gotta fight these problems.
Yeah.
Because they might be like opponents for you that you gotta win, so you gotta achieve it. You know.
Yeah.
For me, I had jiu-jitsu tournaments in the past. I'm talking about like years. You talk about I started martial art when I was 12 years old. So from 12 to 25, you talk about more than 100, 200, 300 matches with jiu-jitsu, judo, with martial arts, boxing, everything. I have more 200, 300. I had many losses, right? But brother, the losses that I lost, until now, I never forgot them. Yeah. You talk about, like, I do remember in 2013, I lost in the final in jiu-jitsu. In 2014, I lost in Arab tournament in judo. I do remember each one and each year and each country, you know, because that makes me stronger. That's make me who I am, because I don't stop fighting, you know. I don't stop chasing my dream. I do believe in this all gonna be worth it, man, one day.
I always say this, like I'm always grateful to see you guys, because I mean, even though I'm not in the gym, and when I'm seeing you guys from afar, I'm never worried about you guys. Is that a weird thing? Like, fighting is a very rough game, but when I say that, where I'm not worried about you guys, it's the after effect. Meaning, you guys are scary, driven, hardworking individuals, and I know when each and every one of you guys are all done fighting, you're going to be phenomenal at whatever you touch. You know, so that's when I say I am never worried about you guys. You know, that's why it's like peace. It's like peaceful when I see you guys, because when you guys are smiling, you guys are doing good, you guys are training, you're still doing the damn thing. But I know when it's all said and done, when it's all done, you guys hang it up. You guys are going to be great at whatever you do afterwards. You know what I mean? And it's a good feeling, because, I mean, bro, when you spend time with people for a long period of time, you just want them to do good, man. It's crazy to see how everybody's improving, though. You know what I mean? As not just as fighters, but as men. You know, men and women. It's phenomenal to see, man. And it's crazy too, because like you said, you wanted to retire early. I think you're gonna win a belt, but also more than just one.
Brother, belt is not enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
brother, I wanna get as much as I can. You know, I wanna write history. It's not about money. It's about history. I wanna be in the history. I don't wanna be nobody. I wanna be him. You know.
Yeah.
So to be him, you gotta. I mean, there are up downs. You know, I'm pretty sure every successful person didn't have an easy life. Every successful person been through a lot. And my last fight maybe was one of my struggles that I should pass or go through it so I can get what I want to get. Maybe this is actually maybe my last fight was actually the biggest struggle that I could face in my life. Maybe we never know. Maybe this is actually the biggest struggle. Mo, if you pass that one, you're gonna get everything you want. Maybe we never know. But in my mind right now, okay, this is a struggle chapter. Another we open another chapter. We start again, but keep going.
Who's in your ear when you did take that loss? Who was in your ear in building you back up? Because that's
Me.
very, very important.
Me.
You were doing that.
Yeah, me, only me. Brother, no one in this life feels what you go through. No one, okay? You're the one who understand everything, and especially the even the people around you, they don't feel it, you know? This is not about them. It's about you. This is feeling thing. You cannot copy and paste it to other person. This is just you. You gotta feel it, and maybe they will try to be around you, but this doesn't mean anything, you know? And also, they don't understand how important the belt is for me. They think it's just, you know, just gold. Go buy a gold, you know?
Yeah, that is so
But it's
true,
not,
though.
it's not like that, you know?
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't, if it's not real gold, if it's just, brother, if they're going to give me a paper, I'm going to take the paper, you know? It's just, the thing, it's worth it because you're talking about years of putting hard work, time, effort, travel, money, sacrifices. This is what it's worth. The belt is worth, or the commitment, or the beliefs. I remember when I came here, 2018, 2019, I didn't have a car. So I used to go in the train from downtown to AKA an hour go, an hour, maybe 2 hours back. And in the car might be 10 minutes, which is crazy, but I didn't have time or money for that, to buy something so I can commute the past. But also I remember when I used to sit there in the chair and think, damn, I want to be a champion. I want to be good. I got to train harder. I got to train hard. Just all in my mind. You cannot see it because I felt it. Might be inside me. But this belt, it's everything in my life. That's why we as a fighters, or me specific, I work very hard for it. Because whatever happened in the past or whatever I've been through in the past, this all might be actually nothing for what I will have to go through again, or go through in the future. I'm not talking about win-loss. I'm talking about life punches. You know, like brother, when I signed with my contract with PFL, brother, when I signed, okay, and I now let's start fight camp. Suddenly, out of nowhere, brother, I swear, out of nowhere, I couldn't come to the US. Out of nowhere, I had the problems. You know, so it's not. And I'm talking about, you know, I couldn't come to AKA. I had some issues, you know, but now I gotta you gotta train for your biggest fight in your career right now, in a new gym and in Russia. Go. So if I have said, oh no, and also you gotta think about all my fight camp, all my training, all my life, were at AKA. Suddenly I gotta start training in another gym, and you gotta win. You gotta be a champion. And this is how it is. You gotta avoid the punches, maybe eat a couple punches from life, but keep going through it. Keep going forward. And look what happened now. Actually, me going to Dagestan actually was the best choice I have done, you know?
Well, you know why I also say that I'm never worried about you guys?
Yeah.
It's because fighters know how to struggle.
Yeah.
You know, fighters know how to
You know,
adapt.
this is, can I say something, brother? I want to know your opinion. Really, really, really. Like when my friends, they come to me about some problems in their life.
I know what you're
You know what I'm saying? Brother, I feel they're super soft. What's going on in there? What's happened to my friends? My friends became soft, you know?
Well, you know why? It's because people who chase difficulty and do difficult things, they are constantly increasing their personal stock.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, verbally, like spiritually. It's happening on a day-to-day basis. By them not chasing any difficulty, they kind of stay stagnant. So when they face problems, it's almost like it's chaos. Everything's burning. What do we do? When we see fire, it's like, that's fun.
You want to feel how to go through this.
Yeah, I'm
this
like, oh, how
way.
hard is this?
How it feels like, right? It's to be honest, you know something, brother. I I'm really glad that I lived this life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I became an engineer, I might be a millionaire right now. We never know, right? I might actually be a millionaire, but I wouldn't be that happy. You know, I really enjoy everything, and brother, this journey worth millions. I'm telling you. You know, going through fight camp, going through maybe medias, up downs. Today you go with someone, kill you, he kills you in the sparring. Then the other day, he kill you again. The third guy kill you again. The next year maybe you kill him. You know? Great, amazing. You know, amazing feeling. Maybe as you said, this as a fighters, whatever we face in our life, or I mean, normal, maybe family or whatever relationships, you don't really see it as a big deal because it's actually nothing, you know, compare with what actually you're going through. When when let's say public, I would say the public, when they go through small things, they think it's the end of the world, but because they never climbed any mountain, they think that actually this is the biggest mountain.
Yeah. But that's why I always advise people chase difficulty. It's fun.
Not only
It's good for
you.
you.
Chase something. Chase something. Anything. I don't know, if you want to be a writer, if you want to be, I don't know, if you want to be a musician, you want to be anything. You want to be engineer. Maybe if you want to be engineer, be something that actually you can be the best version of yourself in that specific thing. If you want to open a barber shop, you know, be the best barber in the world. Why you want to be just a normal barber, just in nowhere? Be the best barber in the best place, in best city, the most famous barber on this planet. Why you can't be that person? And this is what actually I tell my friends when they come to me, or these kind of friends, or who they don't have actually a clock or alarm, you know, in the morning. They don't wake up for anything. They don't have a routine. You going to the gym today? No, I'm tired. You know, maybe tomorrow. Hey, when are you gonna start? Okay, Monday. We're gonna start Monday. You know, okay. What are you doing today? I don't know. Maybe we drink coffee somewhere. Okay, where? I don't know. We'll see. You know, brother, do something in your life. Hey, Mo, you wanna go out after practice, brother? You always practice.
I have to.
Because I'm doing something. Why you always free? You know? Why you always have nothing to do? That's why I always tell my friends, brother, do something. Come to me to the gym. Let me train you. I always tell them, like, come train with me with the gym. Oh, you want to beat me? No. I'm just gonna teach you. Yeah. Just move your body. Maybe you love MMA in the end. We never know. That's why, like, I do believe every person should have something that he chases.
I feel like that's why depression and anxiety has increased so much, is because there's lack of achievement, and there's lack of focus, and there's lack of just aiming for something. You know, there's nothing. People don't aim for anything anymore.
This is a slow death, you know. This is like a slow death. When you don't have something that you follow, it's just like you're walking to nowhere. You just keep walking. And I'm against having this routine that's, I don't know, the society that put in our life is like, you have to finish high school and you have to go to college. If you're going to go to college, you're a loser. You know, I don't.
Right, that's what I was.
You know what I'm saying? You're a loser. Then what you gonna do? Easy. Get married and have kids, and then count the days until your death. You know, I hate this. I don't believe that there is a specific routine or something that the whole society should follow. Every person has his own life or his own things, but you gotta see what is it. You know, I'm not gonna come to you and say, hey, what is your thing? Just find it. You know?
Do you get looked at differently by your peers because you do have something to aim for, and you do have some sort of achievement that
yeah.
You don't live a normal life, and when
I miss it.
A lot of people, when they see that, they get intimidated by that, and sometimes they don't like that. They don't like how you grow, and they stay.
No, I don't. Hopefully. Why not? Because you don't know what people think, right? But hopefully, I don't have these people around me. Specifically, like especially I'd have a small circle in my life. I'm not this kind of who have 100 friends. I have just my real friends.
That's
and
all you
family.
need, brother.
I don't need
That's
anyone
all you
else. You
need.
know,
Yeah.
I'm not here to know the whole world.
No.
I just need my friends and family. But also, what you're talking about is like people who's jealous about your success. I never seen something like that, but I have seen people who look at me in a bigger picture. You know, it's like they think I'm bigger, but I don't think that's how it should be. I should be looked at. You know, like for example, when I walk in a room, you know, I'm still more who's from here. You know, so I'm getting this pictures like you, Mohammad, you know, and as I said, but some people they like this, but some people they don't like this. My best place is like if I sit in a table with my mother, father, my family, we're eating lunch.
That's
and
winning.
dinner.
That's winning.
This is why I feel actually really happy. My father talked to me about normal thing. Hey, where are you going today? You know, really. For me, this is happiness. Or my father is telling me a story about someone he met in the street or in the supermarket, and he said how much he loves me. Or because my father he worked in a government place, you know. So especially because of the family, whatever, they know I'm his son, right? So many of his coworkers be like, "Hey, my son loves your son. Can he like sign something, send it to him, or can he take a picture with him or something?" I'm happy. I make my father happy, you know, or my mother happy, or my family in general. You know, I make them happy. That makes me happy.
Parents want to brag about their children, you know, and parents, they raise their kids with principles, and it's nice for parents to see the fruits of it. You know what I mean? So on their end, man, I'm sure they're thrilled. I'm sure they're thrilled getting all these messages and so on and so forth. But what I love about you, brother, is you just stay simple. Like you're not letting everything get to your head, which is very smart, because at 25 years old, a lot of people would.
Yeah, but brother, my happiness is so simple, you know. Like even when I retired, I don't want to have this fancy house or these luxury cars. Honestly, I would be super happy if I have my own farm and I have my horses and just eat eggs every morning, you know, from my chickens, you know. Really, like this is my happiness. I would be super happy, and at the same time, like I'm here. I know my family; they don't need any dollar, you know, from anyone. I know they're set, you know, they're good. I'm a guy with simplicity, you know. I don't need something big, you know. If you have what you want or what makes you happy, enjoy with it. Don't look at someone's else plate, you know. If you enjoy what you have, enjoy it. That's it, you know. Because these devil eyes could play with your brain a lot and actually don't let you enjoy what you have in front of you.
Like I could just be surrounded by books and I'm good. I'm smooth.
Here I would sleep. To be honest, I would sleep here, you know. I'm more audiobooks. More audiobooks. These books, brother.
I love the hard copies, bro. I need it in my hand.
This I cannot, bro. I swear I tried many times. Okay, give me an advice, brother. Help if like as someone, I want to learn from you. I want to really read books.
So, brother,
how can I read books?
The reason why I got so obsessed with reading books is because I wasn't literate growing up. Meaning, when I was in 8th grade, I was like at a 2nd grade, 3rd grade level reader. Just very, very embarrassing. School, I wouldn't process anything at school. College, I dropped out of school. I just dropped out. I just couldn't process things. So I got obsessed with just learning. So I just picked up every book that I got my eyes on. And then I just fell in love with 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I just want a library.
You read about like wars, Alexander.
You
really?
You have to.
I do.
You gotta study.
I have this Alexander the Great. I have the
You
book.
gotta study, bro. Study the greats. You know what I mean? Not just
Did you watch Mike Tyson podcast?
he studies.
Tyson
He literally
is
studies all the great conquerors back in the days because you need to. You need to study how way people think. Like Sun Tzu, The Art of War. I recommend. My mentor gave me that book. It's not just about fighting and.
I love reading about like warriors. You know, it makes you crazy. There's an Arabic Sahabi. His name is Khalid bin Walid. Okay, this is talking about 100,000 years ago. He never lost a war. You know, he never lost anything. He's a Muslim leader. He's never lost a war. When you think never lost a war,
Crazy.
damn, let me read about that. You know, or Alexander. When you read about his story, I didn't read about his story, but I did watch it. You know, in documentary. Brother, these stories, you gotta learn from other stories. Why, when whatever people go through or they achieve, learn from them, understand them, you know, what mistakes they have done. Maybe you're going good in the same mistake that actually they have done 100 years ago.
I feel like people are prioritizing, say, like the athletes of like now, where they study when they talk about old great, they probably think about Michael Jordan. They probably think about Tiger Woods. They talk about Tom Brady. But it's like, man, why don't you talk about the old philosophers also? Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus. Talk about the great conquerors of the world, Achilles, Alexander the Great. Like, why aren't we talking about those guys? You know what I mean? Let's dissect them more than a Michael Jordan, more than a Tiger Woods, more than a Tom Brady. I just think that would be more useful because it's a different side of history.
It's different side.
Yeah.
And if you start reading about this part of history, you will get so amazed and you will get so, I would say, lost with the knowledge that you have from there.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I think this luxury life there exists for attention. You know, and some people, they love this attention. I wouldn't say if you love any of this luxury life. For example, if you like a car, specific car. If you want to buy it because you love this car, this is nothing bad with it, you know. But if you buy it for the attention, this is when I feel you get lost. Because you're following something, which is the attention, but also you're leaving something in behind, which is more important, which is whatever it is right now in your life going.
Yeah, it's so true, bro. I feel like that's the thing, especially here. It's I look rich, but it's like, are you though? You know, like why have a look when you actually can be it?
Yeah,
you know, like I know a lot of people, bro, who don't look the part, but they are very, very well off. The people who try to look the part are not well off.
We were in the Russian Olympic Training Center. It was like
that's crazy that you were there. That's insane.
Kuwait in Russian Olympic Training Center.
Dude, that's my gosh.
But listen, so what happened? It was Saturday, so it's like our recovery day, you know. So I remember Omar told me like, "Hey brother, like, wear something good. We're gonna go for like, you know, dinner." I said, "Yeah, of course, let's go." Because the mountain is like very far from anywhere, brother. Even if you want like a supermarket, it's like 2 hours drive, you know. It's like crazy, you know. You're there, you just train. I swear, brother, you just train, sleep. I will talk to you about it, the training center, but let me go to story. It's like, I remember we were in the car. It's just, you cannot see anything inside, you know. It's just super black. And who were inside, Islam Makhachev in the back, me, Umar, Islam Mamedov, and I don't know. Okay, we were like 4 or 5. And I remember we went out of the gate, and then the security opened because he knows this is Islam car. Then he told him, "These guys are waiting for you. You want me to tell them, like, you know, like he's no hero?" He said, No, it's okay. Brother, 2 hours drive. Brother, he pulled next to them, opened the door, took picture with all of them, brother, came back. Brother, I'm sitting like that thinking, how, you know? Because I know he was tired, or brother, we had hard training, brother. Hard training. So especially when you train so hard, you don't want to make the other person uncomfortable, but because you train very hard, your body is sore, you know, your mind is tired, you want to just relax. Then when people come take pictures with you or whatever, you don't want to say any word that make them
angry or sad, or think differently about you, but also you're already tired, from you're exhausted from training, But when I saw Islam like that, is like happy, joy, smile, picture with everyone, I'm like, brother. And what we were driving, like normal car, brother, and I'm pretty sure he could have gone better car, but he's super simple. And I'm just gonna tell you another story. I'm not gonna. Cain Velasquez. When I was with Cain Velasquez, we went to San Diego, and brother, Cain Velasquez, one of the greatest in the world,
The best
best
heavyweight ever, hands down.
I love Cain Velasquez. I love him so much. I remember after we went there for Usman fight. After the fight, he said, "Mo, you wanna go eat anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." We went there. We ate, we had couple, like he said, I know good taco spots here. He's a I want Mexican. Bro, you make me scared, brother. I don't want to know what to say.
Good, brother.
Should they say Mexican, American, Mexican? What should they say?
Mexican, American's all good.
Whatever. Okay. So I remember I was there with him, brother. More than 50, 60 people want to take picture with him. And he actually stopped for each one of them, took picture with each one of them, and we went. And I asked him. I said, "Hey, Cain, brother, you don't feel like bored? Like like you could have just put the hoodie on. Nobody would annoy you." He said, "Yeah, but Mo, they giving me their time to take the picture. I should take picture. Look how simple it is." And I believe I am who I am because when I was growing up or on my like that, I used to be surrounded with these people, Islam, Cain, or Ibn Khafir. So I was like a student, and I'm still a student, of them. Like whatever they do, Islam or Khafir, Ron, these people around me, I learn from them. So whenever I get this opportunity, I know what I should do because they taught me well,
Yeah, and I want to be very respectful of your guys' time, all right?
No,
but just letting you know, brother, you're going to be a reoccurring guest, okay? It's like you are going to be traveling around the world. You're going to be going crazy all over these other places and fighting and so on and so forth. But when you're in town, brother, or even if I can go fly to you one day, we can make it happen for sure.
Absolutely, brother. Brother, first of all, Kuwait is your home, brother.
Oh man, I would love to come there, bro. Eat the food, see the family.
Brother, whenever you want, brother,
do it, brother.
Let me know, brother, and I'm here to show you all around, take you around because my home is your home. You know that. We don't need anything,
my brother. I would love to.
And also, thanks for having me.
Oh, you're not done yet. I got two more questions for you.
Oh, two more questions?
Two more questions. So
okay, go ahead.
I love to do this for every guest.
Okay.
So let's say that this is your show. This is your podcast, and I was your guest.
Yeah.
If you had a question that you were curious about me, what would it be?
Brother,
you're the host.
Listen, I'm really curious about this. You didn't answer me correctly, brother. I mean, clearly. Brother, when you stop fighting, right? You switch to this new thing, right? Do you regret any do you regret stopping fighting?
No.
Really?
No. Even though I love fighting.
Because you gotta understand, brother, you gotta understand this. I used to be that jiu-jitsu guy, white belt, who doesn't know even how to tight his belt, you know?
Yeah.
And I used to see from the top, to the first floor, see there, and you used to be the pro fighter who I used to look up to. I wanna be like him.
Yeah.
So when I used to see you training, I know you used to put the work in, bro. You used to put hours, you put training, sweating, right?
Yeah.
But then you stopped and you opened something new, and I'm really happy. You're a successful person, bro.
Yeah. But I do miss it though. Like
Yeah.
every day. Like there's not a minute that goes by where I don't think about it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like there's so many things that I've touched, so many ventures that I've like started, but regardless, there is no greater high than fighting. Somebody asked me that the other day. We're like, Daniel, if you would have to pick a sport, what would it be? I'm like, fighting.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, there's something so primal about fighting.
Yeah.
And it's funny when you look at every other sport, football, NBA, MLB, so on and so forth, all they fight.
Yeah.
They argue. They get in each other's faces. They want to fight. It's in our nature, bro, to fight.
True.
And luckily, in a professional side, you get to do it for money in front of audience, in front of cameras.
See?
It's a beautiful thing.
Best
It's
job.
the best high. Like there's no greater high than that, man. I've never touched it yet.
Yeah.
I've never felt a better high.
The reason I asked you this because I was just talking to one of my friends. his name is Noah Bay. He's from Japan also. He's MMA fighter. I remember I was talking to him and I was like, bro, you know, we don't know anything except fighting. Like, brother, this is the only way we can make it, bro. You know, we have to make it.
But you know, it's funny because I don't agree with that, because I always said if a fighters have the greatest edge, in my opinion, because if they instill that same work ethic and that same drive, that same passion, that relentlessness to any other project or venture, they'll be successful. Like, that's my edge. My edge is because I was a fighter. And that's all I got to tell people. My edge, and especially in the entrepreneurship and business world, is because I was a fighter. And all the attributes, the principles that came with it, bro, came from that. Same thing with you. Yeah. Same thing with everybody that we come across with in that room. They're all going to be successful as long as they instill those same principles from fighting. Yeah. That's all it is, 100%. Brother.
You got to take what you should take from fighting.
Exactly. Well, my brother, my very, very last question to you, my man. So there's those young kids out there who aspire to be like you. Like you were telling me that story of your parents getting so proud of like these young kids wanting a picture, you wanting to sign this. There's also a kid wanting to fight also. And he's going through it too. Language barrier, going to travel in other gyms, not very comfortable, had to adapt just like you did. Had to go to school, had to train, had to travel situations, the language barriers. You were adapting in every single scenario. If there was a time where you were able to sit with him for maybe an hour, what would you tell him and how would you guide him to make sure that he touches the success that you did?
Beautiful question, man. Beautiful question. I know some people actually, especially from my country, Kuwait, they try to follow the same path that I'm doing. I mean, I did, which is use the university as a way to pursue the MMA career, you know, which is a good thing. Actually, I opened the door for them to do it. I mean, or I showed them that actually this is possible. You can do it, you know. If I sit with one of them in one room, I would say, never stop dreaming, you know. You gotta actually keep working. But life is hard. Life is hard. Up, downs, up, downs, up, downs. But the most important thing is like don't ever lose your goal, your passion. Because I do believe many fights I have won or tournaments, not because I was the best, but because I wanted it more than anyone else, you know? So you gotta be so hungry, drive for it, as long as it take, be patient, because patience, brother, patience is everything. Patience is everything. Be patient and work hard, and you gotta make it. I know that 100%, and just believe it, and believe in God. You're gonna make it happen for sure.
Beautiful, my brother. Are there any closing statements you'd like to give for the show, my man?
First, thank you for having me.
Blessings, brother.
Amazing time, and I'm so happy that, brother, we spent some time here together.
Amazing, brother.
It's been a while, you know.
It's been
a while,
but it's like nothing.
You know the crazy
thing?
I did with you 3 episodes, and each one is completely different. Completely different.
Because we grow, man. We got better. We got better as people, and I cannot wait till this continues.
When I came first time, I didn't have even gray hair. Look at me now, man. Crazy.
But bro,
next time maybe I'll be bald. With 2 kids, you know.
They'll be sitting right there. My brother,
but
hey.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, brother.
I wanna thank my sponsorships. They're really important, brother, for me, because they're the reason for me to come here to the US, also for training and also for making my camp really successful. You know, my first one is Jibla, as I said, amazing coffee beans cafe in Kuwait. They have 2 stores. The second one is Mohammad Marzouk. He has Jismik. He's a nutritionist. Brother, this one I want to talk to you about. I want to get it because he believed in me, brother, in 2017. He sponsored me since 2017. Do you understand?
Crazy.
27. I wasn't even MMA professional.
That's insane.
He just believed in me.
Shout out to this guy.
Yeah,
shout out, brother.
Marzouk. Thank you. And also, AKA my best team. You know, my love. Nurmagomedov Gym. Love you all. You want to hear Raishan? You'll be so surprised.
Let's go.
No, I'm just kidding.
Off air.
I need translation. Google translation. I'm just kidding.
Google.
No. And thanks for everyone who support me. Thanks for all my fans. Thank you for having my back all the time. I'm pretty sure the future has good things for me. I'm pretty sure I got a bright future. I'm so patient. You gotta understand, I've been working hard and I'm still working hard. We still have the same goal, same mentality. We have a built, we're gonna take it home. Last time didn't happen, this time it's gonna happen. Inshallah, you all gonna see it's coming home for this season.
Love it, my brother.
Thank you so much, brother.
My brother, it's just like how I said in the beginning, it was a breath of fresh air seeing you, my man. And it's a breath of fresh air continuing to see you succeed, my man. And I will not be shocked when you'll be a multi-world champion.
Thank you
my
so
brother.
much, brother.
Thank you all for tuning in to today's episode. If you got a lot of value out of this, please do me a favor and support our channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Make sure to hit that follow button on Spotify to stay updated with our latest episodes. And if you are listening on Apple Podcast, I would greatly appreciate it if you would leave a 5-star rating, followed by with a review. Again, thank you all for the support. Stay loving, stay hungry, and stay excellent.